What else you got for us, Spirit? Please. Anything else? Anything. Literally, like, anything else? The Empress in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. The Emperor in reverse. My God. The karmics are out today, y'all. Okay. There is a Emperor and Empress. Some distorted karmic-y parentals. And they're up in arms with a Queen of Cups in the reverse. Could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or Gemini, Taurus, or Libra, or Aries here. And there's a breakup here. Because somebody's setting down the burden because they've been disillusioned and they're not going to win here. They want to be happy. They're fighting for their happiness. And they're going their own direction. And now there's a King of Wands that's in their ego. Okay, so this King of Wands, maybe if this is a continuation, now I'm viewing it as maybe in your past you dealt with the King of Cups that was in your energy, because they're the ones that want to leave. Maybe they're in the upright, which could have been indicate that they were with this Queen of Cups in the reverse, but they're karmic-y, and the King of Cups is in the upright. So now they actually want to fight for their happiness, and they want to get away from these people. I think it's their family, or this Queen of Cups in reverse's family. This is a very manipulative feminine, and with her very manipulative parents, or his parents, that's trying to comfort her and trying to get them to stay together instead of being with you, which, do you love this King of Cups or no? Because there's no love here. This is all karmic. They're all in the reverse here. He should be a plot. Whoever this is that's leaving and going their own way, maybe this is you. Maybe this is you, collective. Maybe they're all mad, all these karmics. Maybe the King of Wands in reverse is who you dealt with in the past. And they're with the Queen of Cups in the reverse. I don't know if this is a friend, a lover, a sister. And they're upset that you see through the illusion and that you're going your own way and leaving this whole group behind you. What else would anyone sane do? Look at all that you did. You haven't even paid any reparations. Yeah, you're gonna have a 10 of Cups, and none of you know anything about that, and none of you can give me anything towards that. So what part are you going to play in my collective's life? Why are you upset? Because you wanted to abuse the Empress, and when she didn't emotionally react like you wanted her to, because you wanted to take her, you all have different agendas. Some of you want some of the 10 of Pentacles. The masculine probably wants to be able to access and sleep with her when he wants and not be rejected. Then you have these karmic as parents. They're all entitled, horrible energies. No wonder. That's why the King of Wands in the reverse is like that. And they're all being disillusioned that you're seriously fighting for your happiness. You don't care about what they're doing, because you have already realized that you're completely different people, and you've accepted that this person left you and betrayed you and prioritized everything and everyone else. So you got the memo. They ignored you long enough that you have now since liberated yourself and went a different way. What else would anyone sane do? Well, they didn't expect you to be sane. They did everything possible to make sure that you would not be sane and crash out. They were waiting to enjoy the show. All of them would have gotten their ego fed instead of worried about your health at all. That wasn't even on the radar. They were hoping you would crash out, and so they would all win. They didn't even consider a different outcome. They actually thought you were that weak that they're all like disillusioned that you're seriously, yeah, because a King of Cups in the river. Maybe here's a King of Cups. They're everywhere. The karmics are karmicking. They're out in the playground, y'all. The whole it's a get together. It's a barbecue. Okay, like, yeah. They didn't know that you were protected. They thought that they could. Yeah, you worked on this quickly, and they didn't put any work in anything. You have good news in your life because you've done all the right things, and why would you want this? This is a shit show. You've said it the whole time. I want a 10 of Cups. You don't have any cups to give me. You don't have any cups to give anyone. It's all about everything else but the cups. I didn't know that. Now that we know that, and that you are interested in other things, we'll say, what's the problem? That you can't win with these psychos, yo. Like these, they now have a problem about this. Because they didn't expect this outcome, and now they don't know what to do. Well, I'll tell you what to do. You carry on in a different direction, and you forget about this Empress now, and you, like, because this is what you change destiny, and thank God, because this Empress is protected. She doesn't personalize rejection like you guys. That's why you're so, like, surprised, because you guys know how you would feel if this happened to you, and you wouldn't be able to handle it. You would crash out. She doesn't personalize things. She doesn't care about rejection. She cares about authenticity. And as soon as she realized that you weren't in it for the same reason, she doesn't have ego involved. So that's why you're like, wait a minute, what do you mean? Is there a different reality than that? I don't know what you mean. What does that mean? They can't imagine past what they know. Do you know what I mean? It's broken. It's they can't. They don't have access to dimensions that you do, in your intellectual framework, and in your spiritual, and in your emotional capacity. They don't. You can, like, conceptualize it, but they still wouldn't understand. It's like they're confused because they don't have access to that. They haven't done the work to have access to that. They haven't faced themselves and done the shadow work, or realized that there's another place that you can end up besides in your ego if you do the work and regulate your nervous system. And this Empress is, like, ancient, light years ahead as far as emotional intelligence goes, and doing the work and facing her demons alone without any support. In fact, they do it better that way, even though it's agonizing. You guys would not be able to handle it. You would not only crash out, probably set cities on fire and need to be, like, sedated or something. Literally, like, maybe you would off yourselves otherwise. Like, you wouldn't be able to handle what you put this Empress through. And you literally you couldn't even imagine another outcome, because all you guys do is live in your ego in a distorted way. You're all in the reverse. That's crazy. That you guys are completely different people, like, so different that even me just explaining it's not going to help. She'd have to show you. She truly doesn't care about being rejected. She can be rejected 100 times and be okay. It's not the rejection that hurts her. It's the having believed that you were in it for the cup energy, the water, the emotions, the love. Because that's what she was in it for. She wanted the nurturing because that's what she was giving. But you just wanted your egos fed. She doesn't care about egos. She doesn't give a shit. Her ego has died 1,000 times to be an Empress and a High Priestess. Oh God, every time they tap into their psychic abilities, their ego dies a little. And it's like a default daily experience. Like, they don't care about their ego. They don't personalize things. That's not when they get mad. They get mad when there's no clarity, because that's evil. They just want the truth, so they know what to do. If you don't want them, then they don't want it. They don't want somebody who doesn't want them. And if you only want them to play games and cause destructive competitions, that's not for her. That's not what she's looking for. She's looking for somebody that truly cares about her health, not people that put her in distress just for your egos. Like, she doesn't care. She doesn't exist for your egos. You guys completely see this Empress all wrong, and it's weird because I feel like she's always said that I don't want the 10 of Pentacles. I already have the 10 of Pentacles myself, even if it's not fully manifested yet. It's on its way. I can make that on my own. What I can't do on my own is a beautiful, happy family, happy life, happy marriage with eternal love, where we aren't attention seeking. We are building. We are getting to know each other, holding space, trying to understand the inner workings of our minds, being there to, when we feel sad, being held, not being criticized, like, told when we're doing really good at things, and not for any beneficial gain, just like, hey, you noticed, I'm proud of you. Like, um this person isn't anything like you guys, so they're not going to understand. But this feminine is very independent, so she doesn't do things to be validated externally. She validates herself inside. She actually spends a lot of time alone, probably, this Empress. She prefers it that way because she can focus and do the things she loves, because you guys don't have your own thing that you love so much that it matters much more than socializing. And like, okay, in my instance, I like piano. I would love to play piano. I love the sound of it, and I don't have time to do all this when I'm on the piano with my eyes closed, playing beautiful melodies and putting lyrics to it. I love that. It's something I love doing. And if I never had a man ever, as long as I had my music, I would love to find a soulmate, right? But if I lived a life in which I could at least do my music and just enjoy that music and make beautiful songs that everybody gets to enjoy and hear, I'd still have fulfillment, at least with self, with that. These people don't have something like that. They get mad at people who do, and they steal it and they try to take it. Because they want the perks that come with it after all the hard work that you did to build that skill. But what they don't understand is you don't even do it for the money. It's just that you ended up doing it so much that you got so good because it was meant for you. You just happened to be talented, and then you honed in, or you built that skill. You read those books because you genuinely liked what you were doing to the point where you wanted to master it, and you love doing it every time. You still haven't gotten sick of it, whatever it is. And you're so good at something. And so now you're successful at it. And now they see you have this 10 of Pentacles, and you have a big network or whatever it is. And now they just want your following now. They want your recognition. They want the respect that you have, or reputation. They want you, they want to be in the... They want to be doing what you're doing, but they don't understand that, like, you would be doing this even if you didn't get paid, potentially, or you would find a way to implement it somehow. Like, you love doing it. You genuinely, like, it gives you butterflies. Whatever this, like, you really enjoy, like, you love, for instance, if you're a community-minded person and you help children and you're a psychologist and you specialize in children, seeing the growth of working with a child that is very difficult to communicate, and a year from now you're watching them have conversations that are somewhat normal with friends, and they couldn't do that before, and you just stand there smiling and nobody knows that you're watching it, but you're just like, that's the 10 of Cups. That's not money. That's emotional fulfillment. It's personal. And when it's a 10 of Cups, it's sharing it with others and promoting beautiful things like that. It's not loud, but it's inclusive, and it's appreciated. There's a lot of gratitude. And when that energy amplifies, the 10 of Pentacles will come. Everybody loves being in those energies. They want to be a part of things like that. Especially when there's results. Like, and it's not about egos at all. It's like, this person cried a tear to themselves just watching from the corner this kid that didn't talk a year ago laughing with a friend, and they didn't say anything to anybody else. They just had that moment alone, and that was an important moment to them that they're never gonna forget, and they don't have to share it with anybody. You guys don't know that. You live for other people on the outside to validate stuff for you. They live on the inside of themselves. They experience things through their own eyes alone, and that's fulfillment for them. In the 9 of Cups, they hope during this lifetime that they can find someone that matches that energy, that cares about people genuinely. Whatever this is, that's you. That's this person made a mistake. They don't belong with you guys. It's okay. Like, they're not compatible. You can have him, you can have her, do whatever you want. Like, we aren't compatible, and that's fine. I don't want to conform either. I'm not going to, and hopefully, you know, this could be an amicable, like, why are you so confused? It's because you don't, we are a different breed, like, and that's how God made it. I don't know what to tell you. That's how I shot out of my mother's, like, that's, you know what I mean? It's like, that's how you were made, like, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can't be anything or anyone else than who you are. And in the past, because they dealt with other people, they probably done this. They like this. It's a game, so they were so sure of the outcome. And when you didn't at all have the same outcome, it's because you have something to live for. You have a purpose. You have other things that fulfill you truly, genuinely, to the point where it's so fulfilling that this doesn't distract you. In fact, it makes you sad, because this is what you're trying to heal in the world. And here they are trying to humble you or something, but you're the most humble person that they've probably ever came across. Like, it just doesn't. Yeah, you're busy like just working, and you enjoy that, even if it's alone. If people don't want to be around you, and they don't appreciate effort and what you do and what you love, then that's okay. Like, you have autonomy to decide that. But please, like, respect, like, that I'm gonna continue being myself and keep working. I like doing that. Like, you can't keep, like, trying to get me to be crashing out with you. I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not attracted to this stuff. I don't play games when it comes to love and connections. People don't come in and out of my life. You know, I only deal with authentic people. You guys deal with weird shit that I don't relate with, and that's fine. I just don't want to be a part of it. I just want to focus on what I'm doing. If this masculine would rather be with you, and, you know, that's what he wanted, and that's fine. You know what I mean? Yeah. You liberated yourself from this. Like, you escaped this headspace, yeah, from this breakup, the separation, and you left. You moved forward. What else were you? Like, you have to keep living. You have stuff to get on with. Yeah, this is justice here. It looks like there's a queen. Oh my God, they're everywhere, y'all. Literally. Okay, we have the King of Wands in reverse, which I think is who you dealt with, an attractive masculine that, like, has the ego that needs to be destroyed because he's become demonic and possessed. And I don't think he understands that, like, that you don't feel safe, because literally he's dehumanized you to the point where he expects you to exist, or he's going to punish and attack your life if you don't play whatever game or destructive nightmare game this is, and you don't know why it's happening, because you loved him, you just wanted his presence, you thought he wanted yours. As soon as you realize that he'd rather be in other people's presence and prioritize other things, everything that you don't care about, because so you really have accepted that you're incompatible, like, truly, like there is no denying that. And I'm sorry that you thought that this was love. This is, if they think this is love, you guys do not know what you're talking about. That is not love at all. Not even close. And maybe you think it is. You guys might need a lawyer. It looks like. All I know is this is protected. This person take control of their life back. I'm assuming that's you, collective. We have the King of Wands in reverse, which is an ex-lover who's been disillusioned that you're not part of this conflict. You have literally moved forward like a normal, sane human being. They weren't able to get you to crash out because you realized that while you were suffering and grieving a long time ago, at first when this happened, they didn't care. And that really sent a pretty big message to you that that's definitely, it can't be my person. It's not. Because I wouldn't be suffering. I would be being celebrated and appreciated and not handled like this. Whatever this is like, I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want anything to do with it. Sorry that I was confused. I'll even say I was confused, even though I know you manipulated me, but whatever it is. I don't want it. Thank you, though. Good luck. You guys are way more compatible, and I wish you the best. That's your energy. But, like, they don't know what to do with that because, like, they were all, like, They did so much to you, and you never were gonna do that. Whatever they thought was gonna happen. We have the King of... This is the ex-lover. Then we have the... They all had no... They didn't trust their intuition, and they underestimated you. That's what I'm seeing with the High Priestess in reverse. They were doing, like, lower vibrational... They were all your opposition, all of them. Just... Then we have the King of Cups in reverse. So there could be a Pisces with a Scorpio here as a couple, maybe. Your ex-lover is the King of Wands in reverse, who's being disillusioned. They're all being disillusioned. They're realizing that they might have thought this whole time that you were part of the... You've been tapped out from this for a while, I feel like. Like, you've had control over your own life for a while. Like, you got the memo. He left, and he went towards whatever this is, and... You don't want your businesses attacked, and you don't want a masculine that just can't be rejected and always has to be right and doesn't care about who you are, what you're experiencing inside emotionally. It's okay. It's okay. Like, you know. But no, I don't really think we should ever date again. And that's okay. That's not rejection. It's not comfortable. It's too many bad memories. Like, you guys did a lot of abusive stuff here, and I didn't get any clarity as to why. So I just think it's best we part ways. Like, I feel like that's where you're at, and that's completely that's completely reasonable. Like, and they know what they did. They know more than probably you know what they did. They did the most, y'all, just to see you unravel and abused. Really. They all wanted to see that, and they all wanted to steal from you. I don't know. I don't think you did anything to these people, but besides keep your word, love this person that didn't love you, sadly, that told you probably you were in a monogamous relationship, but completely messed with your head the whole time and expected you to go chase them as if that's... It's a little delulus, because that's not attractive to you. The only reason that you were attached to them is because you were under their illusions and manipulation that they loved you back. And this is the opposite of love. This is opposition. This is sabotage. This is wanting to see you crash out, risking your health, not at all caring about your well-being. It's like they've dehumanized you to creepy levels that could land them in prison, and people would look at them like they're all monsters. And you're not even trying to do that. You just want to be left alone. Like, it's okay. Like, it didn't work out, and I hope you guys all find what you're looking for. And I hope you guys can know what love is one day in this lifetime. Because it's the best feeling ever, and this is the worst. So I'm sorry if that's all that you guys have been able to know. I hope that you get to know something much higher vibrational. But then there's this Queen of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, this could be... And the Empress in reverse. They're all here, dude. This is a fall from grace with the Six of Wands. It was a fail. I don't, like, is this a game? Like, are they embarrassed now? Or what is, like, I don't understand. Like, what did they think with, yeah, Justice here. Now there's a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And it's very unhappy. They don't want to see you get what's fair. Oh my God, what? You're just living your life. What do you mean? Before you even knew any of these people, you were living your life. You were gonna always live your life. You have that right as an American citizen. Like, what do you mean? We're just working. We're just doing... You wanted him. He chose you. That was sad. We grieved. But I realized that that's not my person. He would have never let me go like that. And that's fine. That's your person, and you can have him. I've accepted that. We grieved that out of our system. We processed that. And we hope that you guys heal, because this is destructive. I don't know what we did to piss you guys off this much, to want to see us abused and suffering and not able to focus on at least our work. We already had to lose what we thought was somebody that... It's fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, what's the problem? This is what you guys